Hello and welcome to Old Faithful episode 6. I am Matthew Trask. My thanks to Perfect Wave Production, ever increasing, ever fancier studio setup here. I'm loving it. I got the deluxe reverb back in the picture. How are you? I got little Walter. I think you can see her off stage. How are you? I've got Electro Voice EV electronic set, some swag, some merchandise to Perfect Wave Production, so we hung them up. We don't have an EV endorsement yet. I am super excited about episode 6, as I'm excited about every episode. The guy on the show today is as country as Waylon Jennings eating a pulled pork sandwich on a hayride. I am super tickled. My thanks before we get started to Carissa at Black Hills Blend. How's your coffee?
It's great.
Well, that's good.
Excellent.
There we go, Black Hills
Hold
Blend.
it up so they can see that.
Yeah, all right.
It's great, yeah. Thank you for
Cool,
the coffee.
you betcha. And you are Harland Allen.
Last time I checked.
Last time you checked.
Yeah. I'm still Harland Allen, yeah.
Country right there, last time I checked. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about you.
About me, well,
Yeah.
I live in Sturgis.
Okay.
Been there about, going on 12 years.
All right.
And I've been playing guitar for longer than, sometimes when it rolls off my tongue, I can't believe I'm not even that old.
Right.
But I've been playing guitar about 50 years.
Okay.
And I've been playing professionally since 1977.
Aha. Did you grow up in this area?
No, I didn't.
You did.
I was born in Missoula, Montana.
Okay.
And when I was about 4, my family moved down to Denver, Metro Denver.
Oh.
I grew up west of Denver in a little town called Lakewood.
Okay.
It's not so little anymore.
Right.
Over the years, I played solo,
Right.
played duos and trios and 4 and 5 piece bands.
Sure.
And I've enjoyed all of it.
Right.
You know, it's all fun.
We will get to today's episode is acoustic, and I'm loving it. Did you have your day of doing the devil music in the honky tonks and bars?
Oh, yeah.
Say
Yeah.
in Lakewood, Colorado.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot of solo work and some duo and trio work when I
Okay.
lived in Colorado.
Okay.
And wasn't really part of any bands until I moved to Wyoming.
Oh.
And then I was in 2 or 3 different bands over the 15 years I lived in Wheatland.
Okay.
And we did the bar scene quite a bit, you know, the 9 till 1 or 2 in the morning and get home at 3 or 4 in the morning, depending on how far it is. And if you live in Wyoming, everything's about 70 miles away. In the Metro Denver area when I got started, I was playing solo and doing a lot of Cat Stevens and James Taylor type music and some Eagles and stuff like that. And so the first one I played was the fall of 1977 in a little place called the Ground Round Restaurant and Lounge. It disappeared, I don't know how many years ago.
Oh, okay.
Changed into something else. It's a bowling alley. That was my first paid gig, and it was a 6-night gig because they had music 7 nights a week. One night was an open mic, and then the rest was a soloist or duo. And so that was my first show. It was a 6-nighter, and it was the usual 9 to 2 in the morning thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 nights a week.
Yeah.
Right
So
off
it
the
was
bat.
trial by fire. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my first show that I got paid for. You know.
I'll be danged.
Yeah.
Did they pay you after the first night?
No, you had to wait.
Okay.
At the end of the week, you got paid.
At the end of the week, you
Yeah.
got paid.
If they liked you, you got paid. No, you got paid at the end of the week, whether they liked you or not. But
Sounds like the bad old days to me.
Yeah.
How about we get to this guitar? Tell us how long you've had this guitar.
well, I bought this new in 1977.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually kind of the first good instrument I ever owned.
Okay.
When I started playing guitar, I was probably about 10 or 11 years old, and we borrowed an old airline archtop,
So, Harland, this guitar here is a
a Guild D25M.
Guild D25M. What
M.
does the M stand for?
The M stands for mahogany finish.
Mahogany finish.
It's a mahogany finish. It's got mahogany sides and back, mahogany neck,
Okay.
rosewood fretboard and bridge.
Okay.
But it's got a spruce top,
Okay.
but it's all just stained mahogany tone.
Mahogany
That's
tone.
what the M stands for.
Sure. Okay.
And the Guild made a cherry finish, and they made a natural finish, and the natural finish would be standard, you know, it'd be a spruce top with a natural tone.
Okay.
Spruce. Yeah.
And it was made in.
It was made in Westerly, Rhode Island.
Okay.
Yep.
And just
Back in
in
the
case,
day when they were making good guitars back then.
when they were making good guitars made in America in the
There you go.
Westerly Rhode Island
Yeah,
factory.
that's right. Yeah.
And you got it. Do you remember where you purchased it?
I bought it at Wells Music in Lakewood, Colorado.
Wells Music.
Yep.
And you bought it for.
I bought it brand new because it was the first quality instrument I ever really owned.
Okay.
I'd owned, some inexpensive acoustics and electrics over the years.
Right.
But I got booked at that first gig that I got in 1977, and I needed a good quality guitar to take on stage, and so I bought this brand new in 1977.
And you played it 6 nights?
Yeah.
Almost immediately after buying.
Well, I'd had it for several months. I'd had some time
okay.
had some time to play it in and work, and get accustomed to it and everything else.
So,
I don't know. I had it probably, 5 or 6 months before I played out with it. But
Sure.
yeah, that first gig was a 6-night show at the Ground Round Restaurant in Lakewood, Colorado.
So
And
you weren't wrestling with a brand new guitar, you had just been handed.
No. I had a chance. I don't know how many months, but I had several months to get used to it, and I played it quite a bit to get used to it before that first show.
Do you play this guitar every day, would you say?
Oh yeah, just about.
Just about?
Sometimes I don't play for a few days,
Right.
But then you start missing it and you
Right.
start picking up.
Yeah. And you do your writing on this guitar, you would say? This is your most
of the time,
inspirational guitar?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. And you told me that you did change the tuners.
I changed the tuners because I liked the look of these tuners better
Right.
than what was on here originally.
Right?
And that happened just after I bought it.
Okay.
Wells Music, where I bought it from, I told them I'd like different tuners,
Mm-hmm.
and so I picked out some tuners, and they put them on before I ever even got the guitar.
And they've held tuned, the ones you selected have held
Yeah,
tuned?
they've
well?
held up for 41 years or 42 years, whatever that is.
Well, I'll be dang.
Yeah.
A testament, do we know what kind of tuners they are?
If you can read that, I didn't bring my glasses. I think they're Grovers.
I think that we'll go with that, as we say on the show.
I think they're Grovers.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that says Grover.
Grover tuners.
I didn't know I'd need my glasses. They're out of
For-
order. Yeah.
41 years and still going
And
strong.
still going strong, yep.
And hopefully our mic doesn't go to hell again.
Let's hope not.
Which is a funny segue into occasionally you will mic this guitar. You were talking about, we may have captured it, that this does have an aftermarket pickup system.
Yeah.
And you're currently on the market for a new one.
Yeah.
But I have seen you play it just standing in front of an SM57.
Yep. And I've mic'd this guitar numerous times. That first show that I did in 1977, that's what I had. I had a SM57 stuck out there in front of this guitar.
Sure.
And I've mic'd it quite a bit.
Right.
And I love the tone of mics.
Right.
Because it picks up the resonant tone of the instrument a lot better, even than a good pickup.
Yeah.
But as we were talking earlier, microphones, you got to stay right where you got to stay. You can't drift away too much or whatever. But,
They're a little paralyzing, and it does take some practice.
Yeah. And if you're like me and you start dancing around a little on stage, all of a sudden the sound's gone because you're dancing clear across the stage and Mike's over there.
You can't be Elvis or you'll have a vibrato effect. Let's remember to, if you need some hay, remember my sponsorship with Trask Hay LLC, 515-0858. Tony Policastro from the Acoustic Letter here on YouTube says, change your strings. Ladies and gentlemen, Harland Allen.
All right, thank you. By request from our host, he would like to hear this song, and I love this song too. It's a song I wrote for one of my granddaughters, Aubrey, and she was about 8 months old. She's 6 years old now. She was about 8 months old, and she stayed the night with me and my wife, and she didn't want to go to sleep at night. And so my wife put her in the playing pack to go to bed, and she didn't want to go to bed. She was crying for Grandma. And so I walked in and I sat down with my guitar and I just played some mellow tunes. And a little while later, Aubrey fell asleep. And about a week later, I was out on my front deck playing guitar, and the lyrics and the melody for this song started coming to me. So I went inside, got a notepad and a pen, and I came back out, and about 20 minutes later, this song was born, and it's called Dear Child. Oh, dear child, rest your head on your pillow. Oh, dear child, close your eyes. Oh, child, as you sleep tonight, know how much you are loved. You are loved to the moon and the stars above. You are loved with an unconditional love. You are loved with eternal compassion and grace. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Oh, dear child, if you wake in the night, oh, dear child, I'll be there. Oh, dear child, I will comfort you, so you know how much you are loved. You are loved to the moon and the stars above. You are loved with an unconditional love. You are loved with eternal compassion and grace. You are loved. You are loved. You are loved. Oh, dear child, when you wake in the morning, oh, dear child, I'll be there. Oh, dear child, I will hold you and tell you how much you are loved. You are loved to the moon and the stars above. You are loved with an unconditional love. You are loved with eternal compassion and grace. You are loved. You are loved.